I did want to get into before we wrap it up, the experience that I told you about, the phenomenal experience that I had on last Friday with the podcast that I was a part of.
Go ahead.
We know our a mutual buddy of ours who one day we were just talking fitness stuff and whatnot, and he says, "Hey, I got a buddy of mine does a podcast. Would you like to be on it?" I'm like, "Yeah, cool." And sure enough, the guy, he texted me that day, super nice guy, by the name of Bobby Jackson. And so he does a podcast with a buddy of his, Jason Cheebly is his name.
Okay. We could probably put the link in the description, couldn't we?
I'm sure we can. I'm sure we can, because they do. So they're on Spotify. It's called the Health is Wealth podcast. They're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Okay.
All the audio.
And they're based off what? Just fitness?
They talk fitness. So they're both they're trainers. I know Bobby owns his own gym. Jason's been a personal trainer for many years.
Former trainer here.
Right.
I know. I never talk about that.
But they also do the video on YouTube.
Yeah.
When I tell you, man, such a pleasure. You ever, you meet somebody and you feel like you know them for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Just genuinely nice guys. So I went I think 4 days ago on Friday, went over to Fort Lauderdale, and we sat down, kind of, talked a little bit beforehand just to get the gist of what we wanted to, or what they wanted to, it wasn't my show, what they wanted to cover, and made me feel like $1 million, because and Bobby is gonna, he never will understand how much it meant to me. He just made a comment where he called me a motivator for motivators, and I will always remember that. To him, it just probably was something he just said to me. Not, what I'm saying? No, he's a real nice guy. But because we touched on the job a little bit. We touched on they wanted to discuss my surgery, and kind of what I did beforehand and what I did afterwards to recover, as well as thank God that I've recovered. But the aspect also that they wanted from me is being the father of 3 kids, and having they're both married as well, but they don't have kids yet, and so kind of like time management, how I do all that stuff. And so to have these 2 really nice guys, but albeit guys that I just met, kind of tell me, damn dude, you do you're a motivator, man. Like you do, how do you figure it all out and stuff like that, and really just give some props, man. They made me feel really welcome. It's gonna come out, I believe, that July 20th. That episode will come out. We never started this to be YouTube famous or have a whole bunch of subscribers, but for the 6 that watch, we'll put the link. Go out and support what they're doing, because they are, whether they're trying or not, I think they're gonna go big, man. They're again. I think in stuff like that with podcasting, you can't fake certain things. Mm-hmm. You can't fake, especially when it's not something you're acting or anything like that. I mean, you're kind of being yourself. When I tell you these 2 dudes are just super nice, super knowledgeable when it comes to the fitness game, just good dudes, people are going to want to hear what they got to say.
Yeah, of course.
And so
I'll definitely want to check it out, because I know you told me about it before you did it.
And hopefully, if they'll have me again, man, one day I'd like to go on it again. Maybe one day you can come with me.
Oh yeah.
But definitely 2 guys that I hope become friends, at some point, and just doing great things. But